And it is something I did not know was going to be at the show. And honestly, he didn't know either because it just showed up that day. And it's Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got something super exciting for you. I just came back from an amazing Toy Fair convention. Not only was the day incredible, but I ended up picking up some awesome finds, including one game that completely blew my mind away. Now, stick around to the end for the big reveal. My son and I started the day by heading down to my buddy Wade's card, comic, and toy show. This was his second show, but his first one was such a success that he made it bigger this time. A larger venue and more vendors. The atmosphere was amazing. So many people excited to shop toys, comics, and video games, Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering, all that fun jazz. The vendors were super supportive of each other and it really felt like a community. It was awesome. Honestly, it was one of those shows where you just know you're in the right place. Seriously, the best part was I only spent around $25 to $30 in cash. Most of the pickups came from trades. I brought some extra video games we had in the collection already, and of course we had a little bit of toys on the table, and I was able to turn those into some really great stuff. One of the first things I picked up were these awesome Mega Man action figures. Super cool. I've been really getting into Mega Man X, and I think I really want to keep continuing playing more of the franchise. So it was just really cool to find these. I know they're kind of missing a couple pieces, but that's okay. I think they're going to look really cool in the video game room. So I'm super stoked about these. Next, it's just a couple more little items to add to the game room. I found a little mini Mario figure. He's a little dirty right now, but he was just so cute. And I just love his little detail that he had. I don't know. I don't even know if this thing is official. It's got some pretty good weight to it. And I actually might just take off like the little hook that's on here. But I really like this little figure. And I thought he would look really cool in a little corner of a shelf or something. But part of the little Mario figure I got, I also at the same time grabbed this metal Mario plushie. Ooh. Now, I picked up something so cool. Alright, I picked up a Japanese box version of Super Smash Bros. Here, look at this. Smash Bros. And this is one of my all-time favorite games for the Nintendo 64. All-time classic. And I always thought the Japanese box art and everything was like the best version of it. I really loved the comic style, the art of Smash Bros. I don't know if you ever looked through the manual on the North American version of Super Smash Bros. It has a lot of this art in here, and the Japanese Nintendo 64 boxed version of it has so much more of that Smash Bros art that I love. Like, look at this Link. That is an official depiction of Link from Nintendo. It looks so off-brand, but it's just so good. Now, for handhelds, I did a trade. I had 2 copies of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear. And I was able to strike a deal where I was able to do a trade and get... I just dropped the game. I was able to grab the game Ariel, the Little Mermaid for the Sega Game Gear. Now, I've never seen gameplay of this, but I love filling out oddball games into the game collection. Now, here's a bit of a special one. I did help him with some stuff at the show, but what I got from him for basically thanking me for helping him out, was Virtua Fighter Kids for the Sega Saturn. Now this is the Japanese version, and you need the expansion piece for your Sega Saturn, but still super cool. Really awesome to finally own this game, and I'm really excited to start playing it. I just really love that I'm growing out that Sega Saturn collection, just one game at a time, and I've been really enjoying the Saturn. I think it's one of the coolest consoles, and I'm really excited to keep collecting more games for it. So thank you, Wade, for that. Alright, I have a little guessing game for you guys. I picked up this plush toy right here, and the only hint I'm gonna give is that this guy right here is not Mario. I definitely thought he was Mario when I first saw him at the convention, but he's not. He's the first thing I grabbed, to be honest, before the doors even open, and me and my son are sitting at the table. I picked this up immediately. I fell in love with it. And when I found out it wasn't Mario, I was like, what is this from? Now, in the comments down below, enter your guess before you watch the rest of the video, because there's no way anybody's gonna guess who this is. Alright, you've entered your comments down below. Okay, it is Peter Pepper. You're like, who the hell is Peter Pepper? Peter Pepper is the chef from Burger Time. Burger Time! Okay, he doesn't look the same. I agree. He definitely looks like more like Chef Boyardee or something like that. But no, Burger Time. This is a Burger Time merchandise plushie, and I absolutely love it. Now, something about me, I love retro video game toys, like vintage ones, and like oddball ones. Like, this is Burger Time. I also have this right here, which is an old Pac-Man plush. Now, it is actually a knockoff Pac-Man plush, but it's a old like carnival prize, and I absolutely love this thing, and I think it's so cool and so just odd. But getting an official Burger Time plush, and it just looks like Mario, this is fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite pickups from the show. Now, of course, I had to bring something home for Jess. She was able to stay home. She stayed with our beautiful little dog, Teddy, and I grabbed her something from the show that it's been like 2 years since she's looked at it, and I remember her really wanting this, and so I saw it again, same vendor, made a sweet deal, and I picked Jess up this Boglin. Look how cool. So cool. Now, with me filming this, I'm filming this in September, but man, October's around the corner, getting those Halloween vibes going on. His name is Blobkin, and dude, it might be one of the coolest Boglins ever. Okay, now it's time for the big one. I made a deal with one of the best vendors at the show, 604 Games, and traded up something just incredible. Honestly, I could not believe my eyes that they had this game, and honestly, it walked into the show that day. Somebody outside walked in, sold the game to him, and he showed me immediately as soon as I walked to his booth. It is a rare Sega Saturn game, and it is something I did not know was going to be at the show. And honestly, he didn't know either because it just showed up that day. And it's a Working Designs game. It is Shining Wisdom. Shining Wisdom for the Sega Saturn. Wow, what a game to end up with in my smaller but also really awesome Sega Saturn collection. Now, I have never played this game. I've never looked up this game. I will say I did look it up a little bit now, and I'm very excited to start playing it. This game is so pristine and clean. It's insane how clean the Saturn game is. Usually Saturn games are pretty, pulled apart. Like, it still has... It's just so clean. I don't know how to explain it to you. The manual, it's like it's never been looked through. And it's got some awesome art in it. Oh, the map. Look at the map. Look at that. I am so excited to play this game. I'm getting the shivers right now. How excited I am that Shining Wisdom has been added to the game collection. Now, he did want a hefty price for this game, of course. It's not like I just walked in and traded him, Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt for the NES. But I did have some great games that he was more than happy to trade with. And I think for him, it was easier to trade for games that he could probably sell better than having this game sit on his table for a very long time, because it definitely was in that higher category, around like $300. But this is such a cool piece to add to the game room, and I'm super excited to deep dive more into the Sega Saturn library. And oh man, I just can't tell you how awesome for him to be open to do a trade for this. And he literally just got it and put a price tag on it, and he traded me the value he paid for it. So what an awesome day. What an awesome day. Like, seriously, that was so cool, and I just had such a great time at that convention. Great people, fun trades, and one of the best pickups yet. I've got to say, I really enjoyed the quest for collecting Sega Saturn this time, and adding Shining Wisdom feels like such a huge step forward, and honestly, I just can't wait for the next quest. Maybe Earthbound? No, my hopes are high. That's for sure. Now, I want to hear from you. If you could add one rare game to your collection tomorrow, what would it be? Drop your answers down in the comments. I love reading what you're all hunting for. And if you enjoyed this video, hitting the like button and leaving a comment really helps a lot. And if you want to keep joining me on these adventures, subscribing is the best way to do that. And for some extra fun content, I do post on Instagram, time to time. And you can find the link for that down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, seeing what I got at the show, and I can't wait to honestly start working on the next video for the channel. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in that next video.